Leads, leads, leads. That's the lifeblood of any contractor or home service type business or any business in general. It's something you got to have a consistent flow of, and yet it's one of the most difficult things for any business to have is developing a system to generate leads and leads and leads on a consistent basis. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys just one method that you could use to generate a consistent flow of leads of people actually looking for the actual service you provide in the local market the moment they're actually looking for that service. What up there, guys? Is here once again with Get Busy LLC. And let's go ahead and cut to the chase. I'm going to show you exactly one of the best ways for a local contractor or a home service pro to start generating a consistent flow of leads for their business. Now, when I talk to a lot of contractors and home service pros, a lot of them, when they get started with basically the word of mouth. They go out there and start telling people exactly the service they provide in their local market, start telling friends, start telling family, acquaintances, and over time, they get a little bit of word of mouth. They get projects done. They get things scheduled out, whether they're let's say, a contractor or like a junk removal business, lawn care, carpet cleaning type business. It's just word of mouth to get started. But eventually, those types of leads start to dry up. And this is when a contractor or home service pro starts to experiment with things and start to try to jump online to generate leads that way. They have to, everybody understands that people are going to start looking for services. They're going to start going online, more particularly on their phone. And this is when they start to run into things like Angie's Leads and HomeAdvisor. They're going to start getting phone calls for those businesses and those services, tell them that they could give them leads for that. They're going to start getting calls on from Yelp and things like that. Tell them that they can get them leads for their local service, just like that. If they develop like a cheap little website like on Wix or something, they're going to start getting bombarded by everybody and their mama telling them how they can help them get found on Google and get leads and all this other stuff like that. Now, all of these businesses, all these services are not wrong. It's just the method that you're going to be stuck with is going to cost you probably thousands and thousands of dollars and a bunch of headaches and a lot of confusion because you don't even know which direction to actually go with. So the best way for any contractor or home service pro to build a consistent flow of leads, like I said, there's still a bunch of other ways. I see people do mailers. I still see people, wrap their vehicles really well. Great service, word of mouth. They continue to get business that way. Those things are never going to go away. But this is just one method that you should really consider. And it's using the Google business profile that Google gives local business and local contractors for free, and really work on that and develop it so that it gets found organically on Google. This is what I tell contractors and home service pros that don't really understand this quite yet. I'm surprised by it still. So many businesses don't really get it. I live in a small town, 35,000 people. I always tell people at any given point, at any given moment, I guarantee you there's somebody right now that's thinking about getting their carpets cleaned and they don't know somebody personally, a carpet cleaning company. So what is that person going to do here in my town? They're going to type on their phone, carpet cleaning Paso Robles, carpet cleaning service near me, carpet cleaning company near me, carpet cleaning in Paso Robles, stuff like that. And they're going to start to do a little research and find carpet cleaning services. So what most of my channel here is dedicated to is showing guys like you're a contractor, a home service pro, or any home service type business to be able to get found, to be placed right in front of that customer the moment they need that service. I always tell people there's going to be a moment in, let's say, Fresno, California. Let's say I'm a property manager. I have an apartment complex in Fresno, California, and the parking lot looks like hell, and I need somebody to come out there and give me an estimate on repaving the entire parking lot. And let's say I don't know a paving contractor whatsoever. What's my first reaction, my first instinct as a customer these days, and being online for so many decades now? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to type in asphalt paving company or paving contractor in Fresno, California, and things like that. I'm going to start doing my research. And if you, the business owner, if you're that paving contractor and you're right there in the top of the organic listings, not the paid stuff, in the organic part of that listings, you're already positioned as a pro because we as a customer have been so conditioned to trust whatever shows up on those organic listings that we feel like those businesses earned their position. They must be good or else they would not show up on that top rankings on the search results. So I'm going to click on them, check out their website, check out their pictures, check out their listing, give them a call and fill out an email form and try to get an estimate from that business. And it really is one of the best ways for a contractor or home service pro to start generating those leads, because you are getting the attention of those people that actually need that service the moment they need that service. Like, say, let's say I'm like in Santa Barbara, California, and me and the wife are thinking about getting a deck built in our backyard. We don't know a contractor, and we just randomly start picking up our phones and start looking for a deck builder in Santa Barbara, right? And if you as the deck builder, let's say that's what you do, you've developed a really nice looking website that really pushes that Google business profile into that 3-pack of Google. You're perfectly positioned right in front of that customer the moment they need that service. See, I discovered this quite a while ago when I started my own business, which is website and SEO stuff, mostly website design for contractors. And I used to do a bunch of cold outreach. I'd tell everybody and just that I'm in website development. I'd send cold emails. I'd send cold just DM messages on Instagram to business owners. And it was an uphill battle, constantly fighting to try to get leads for my business to build out a website, and make this whole thing full time. And it wasn't until I discovered, you know what? I'm fed up with all that crap. I'm tired of chasing people. I want people to chase me instead. And that's when I started to use YouTube, which YouTube is just pretty much a search engine, the second biggest search engine in the world besides Google. So what I did was I started to build out videos to instruct people on how to build out their own website, how to use the Google business profile, how to structure a website, how to develop a page, simple SEO things like that. Because I know there's some local businesses and local contractors kind of want to do this stuff on their own. So they would start to find me on YouTube. And then I have basically my website connected to all my YouTube videos, and people go on the links. They fill out an email form, and I just get my leads that way. 100%. I never struggle for leads anymore, because now I get people that reach out to me for my services instead of me chasing them. And the same thing can be done for a contractor or home service pro. And it's, in my opinion, it's way easier because I am competing against thousands and thousands of other web builders, web designers, people on Fiverr, people on Upwork, people on all this other crap. You, as let's say, a deck builder in Santa Barbara, there's probably like 4 or 5 other guys. And all you have to do is beat the hell out of them with a really well developed website, really optimize that Google business profile, and push that bastard to that 3-pack of Google, and you start generating leads like that. You're only competing against a handful of people. So this is why I wanted to share with you guys that you guys should really start focusing in on really understanding that Google business profile. If you don't have one of those set up, I mean, geez, go out there and set it up today. Go on Google business profile right now and get one set up. It's going to be an absolute nightmare because Google's made it more difficult than ever. And they did it because there were so many people spamming their system. But whatever it takes, get that thing developed, get that thing structured, upload some pictures to it, start getting a handful of reviews, and then start building out at the very least, a cheap little website to connect to the Google business profile. And like I said, in all my channel here, my whole videos, you could start seeing the ways I develop websites and structure them and build out a bunch of pages for it to really articulate to Google search engine that you're a pro at what you do in your local market. Connected to the Google business profile is going to push that bastard to the top into that 3-pack of Google, and you're going to start to develop and start generating leads for your business in a consistent way from people that don't know who you are, but are looking for that exact service that you provide the moment they're actually needing that service. So this is all I wanted to do with this video, is just to tell local business owners, contractors to go out there and just set up that Google business profile to begin with. It's shocking to me how many people don't even have one of those things set up, especially since it's so easy to rank certain businesses like a concrete guy, a deck builder, even like handyman services and things like that. Sometimes there's zero competition in certain small towns, and even bigger towns. Competition is not all that difficult because a lot of contractors, home service pros are not even bothering with it. They're not even trying to compete. They're not even trying to develop a website. They don't have an understanding of how this whole thing works. And that's why I've made this channel to kind of like get people to understand and really see what it really, that it's not super complex. It's a lot of tedious work that you need to do in order to develop a good, decent website to push the listing profile to the top. And like I said, that's what this whole channel is dedicated to, in helping guys and businesses to do that. So if you guys want to see how I develop websites and all that good stuff, just check out the rest of my channel here. I have links in the description below on training on how to build up your own website connected to that Google business profile. I have links in the description below. If you want a website set up for your business that's going to generate leads for your business, again, all that stuff's in the description below. And like I said, if you guys want to learn more about this website stuff and Google business profile, just go to my channel here. I got a shit ton of videos I've made over the years now. And other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.